Hello, everybody, and a very, very warm welcome, or should I say, a sizzling welcome here in Greece. And I think pretty much most of Europe is sizzling here. So, as we say here in Greece, kani poli zesti. It's very, very hot, but we're enjoying it. So, welcome just before this extremely powerful supermoon coming up in Capricorn, 13th, 14th of July. It's the most powerful moon in many ways of this year because it's the closest one to Mother Earth. And I'll just give you a few moments here just to join, yes, just to settle in here as we connect together in this very special space, special vibration, special energy. I'm always excited when I get a message somehow I need to do a live stream. I realize I didn't give you very much notice, but wow, even Dublin is sunny and hot, says Sugar 69. Woohoo! Yeah. So things are hotting up. What with governments, politicians, uncertainties, it's all getting hot. And we're working up to something really, really powerful. It's a once in a lifetime type of energy. So I felt like it was important to come now at the time of this full moon. And as we build up to possibly the most powerful aspect of this year in many ways, which is this triple conjunction with Mars, Uranus, the North Node. And the North Node is our collective direction. Where are we going as humanity? So I'm going to do my best to translate that for you in terms of the kinds of energies that we're going to be working with and how we can use it personally in our own lives and how we can use it collectively. So, where to start? Let's start with this full moon. Because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So this is quite a serious full moon in many ways. And it's conjunct to Pluto. So it gives you an opportunity for massive transformation. Massive. Yep, I did Supermoon, and there's going to be a lot of political upheaval and probably a lot more. So, this full moon in Capricorn is asking you, what lessons do you need to learn? Yeah, we've got this heat of summer in the northern hemisphere, the seaside, the beach, all the, exciting, vacations, all that kind of thing, that kind of energy going on in the northern hemisphere. And there's a build-up of energy. Can you feel this build-up of energies? Can you feel it? So I noticed that I did 3 videos together, 3 interviews in quite short space of time on 3 subjects that many people say, if you discuss these 3 subjects, you probably lose all your friends. And that was, I had an interview with Penny Kelly about sex and gender. And I had an interview with a rabbi, and I thought it was going to be about the Kabbalah and astrology. And it kind of got a little sidetracked more than I had anticipated into more religious context. And then I did an interview with Sean Clark, who's introducing a new currency for the people. And I got a lot of critical feedback about that. So money. So sex, religion, money. And I hit them all in 1 week, and I got quite a lot of feedback. And it's good. It's good. I won't do that again. Let me put it this way. I learned. Capricorn moon. What can you learn from this? Well, maybe to introduce one hot topic at a time and not 3 in the same week. And also to recognize that if you're going to touch these hot topics, chances are you're going to get some feedback. And what I wanted to show you was that there's a variety of things out there right now. And it's going to be up to you to learn how to trust your inner voice. Does this feel true? Some of you had a reaction, a big reaction, about the currency and the money video. Some of you have had a big reaction about when I've mentioned the World Economic Forum. Yeah, you will be happy and you will own nothing. And please let me clarify something here. I did not mean that I'm endorsing this. And I did not mean that I am saying that there may not be some nefarious undertones in some of the intentions behind this. But what I do mean with all this Taurus energy that's coming up is that we're going to have to really begin to discern what's important, what's true for you, what resonates right for you. And if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. That's okay. Thank you, Lenny. I crack you up. I'm glad to hear that. If it doesn't resonate, you just don't watch. Beautiful. I love that. But without mistakes to learn from. And what I am learning is that when you do a live stream with somebody that you don't know very well, admittedly, you don't quite know where that person may go. I mean, you can try to guide the conversation, which is what I do. And it's a learning curve as to how to guide the conversation in a live stream. I'm going to continue to do live streams because they are vibrant, and I think, and you can't hide anything. And I think that with the South Node in Scorpio, it's time to give up hiding everything and keeping everything down. But I do think it's important what I'm presenting to you here, my beautiful soul family, and I'm very protective of you. I'm Cancer rising, for goodness sake. I want to protect all of you. I do that with my clients, do that with everybody. And at the same time, you've got to find your own feet and your own legs. And that's why I don't invest, I don't endorse. I'm just saying, these are some possibilities out here. Run with them if you like it, and if not, that's okay. So yes, thank you, Happy Earth. Even experts who do interviews have troubles guiding the guests. So I'm learning. Now I've got a wonderful guest coming on Thursday, the 14th of July, which is Foster Gamble. If you've not watched the Thrive movies, Thrive 1, Thrive 2, Thrive 1 is free. It's on the internet. It's been watched by over 93 million people. And Foster Gamble is the researcher, director, producer of Thrive 1 and 2. And it's really pertinent about what's coming up, all right? The things that are coming up. Louise, thank you for your honesty. You stopped watching the guests this week, and thank you that you still adore me. I appreciate that, because I was like, oh God, I don't want to jeopardize my beautiful soul family here, yeah? And at the same time, I just want to throw a lot of things in the mix, because there are a lot of things coming at us at the moment, and let's have a lively discussion with one another. That's what I'm wanting to do, that you've got a safe space to open up, to share what you're feeling, to share what's going on, so that I can learn too and improve what it is that I'm offering and sharing with you. This is a co-creation, okay? A real co-creation. So thank you for your patience with my learning curve in this. So, Moon in Capricorn, it's encouraging you to know when to keep your guard up. Well, I speak for myself. I'd love to live in this perfect world where people are peaceful and kind to one another, and that it's all right for me to smile at a man on a bicycle who happens to be passing. So I did that the other day. I smiled, brightly at this man. And it was obviously the wrong thing to do, because he came cycling all the way back to come and talk to me, wanted to engage in conversation. And, it was not the right vibe. So learning when to open and when to have those clear boundaries. And that's very much Capricorn. Knowing when you've got to just draw that line. So, yes, Suze, maybe he did think I was cute, probably needed some glasses. But, it was just that strange vibe. So the other thing we're going to have to be really aware of, I know I got lots of comments on that video that it might have been a scam around the money thing. A lot of you had a reaction. But there are so many scams out there. There was somebody, I don't know if you saw my post on Facebook, about somebody with my picture holding up a note with not my hand. This is my hand. You'll see that hand is not my hand. Soliciting business from somebody. So there are scams going on, and they've been going on everywhere. We've got the scam of fractional reserve banking, of banks being able to print money out of thin air, just add zeros on a computer. We've got the scam of bailing out the banks. Why should the banks have been bailed out in 2008 when Pluto went into Capricorn and the rich got richer? So it's like there are scams everywhere. And the latest scam happened to me. Well, not so much a scam, but I've been banking for donkey's years with one of the biggest banks in the UK. I won't say which bank it is, but it's one of the big 3 or 4. And I got an SMS, came by SMS. We have closed your accounts. Huh? Excuse me. So I called them up and I said, you've closed my accounts. I've been with you like 25 years. Yes, we wrote to you. I said, well, I didn't receive anything. Well, I said, did you send it registered mail? No, we sent it by snail mail. I said, well, I didn't receive anything. Oh, we sent you twice. Something to do with Brexit and non-compliance because I live outside of the UK. Anyway, they just closed everything. So now I'm going to have to fight to get that money. Luckily, only it was £127. Still, I'm not giving it to the bank, but now I've got to follow up with mylostaccount.com. So I'm just saying there are lots and lots of scams, and this full moon is wanting you to stay on your alert best you can. Best you can. Okay. And Marissa, yeah, I understand. My heart too loves to smile and be open in joy, but some people do try to engage with denser vibrations. And it's just, muddling your way through. So I feel as though I'm muddling my way through at the moment. And I do have some funny moments, I have to say, though. Credit unions all the way, says Valerie. And yeah, so just keep your eyes open and redraw a boundary if you need to redraw it. Sometimes Capricorn Saturn energy brings endings, brings completions. It's like, okay, something's ended. It looks like one of my friendships is ending at the moment. Friendship, colleague, somebody who's dear to me, but I can see that it's just closing, and I have to release my grip on the relationship. So it may be a relationship for you. It may be something to do with work. It may be drawing a line about a health habit, something, something where you've got to draw the line and just accept that something may be completing or ending. Okay, there you go, Elkan. The bank shut down your hubby's account. Okay, in the UK. So banks are doing all kinds of strange things. Anything to do with money, banking, investments, and especially with this triple conjunction coming up at the end of the month. Go cautiously, go carefully, err on the side of safety and caution rather than major risks at this time. And check everything. What I'm going to say to you is, if you've got accounts or different things going on, check everything. Check that the details are up to date. Check that the bank is still solvent. Most of the banks are insolvent. I don't know how this whole pack of cards is still surviving, but that's another story. So, yeah, the ones in power, many of them are going. I think we're going to see governments going. We've seen, of course, Boris Johnson in this last week. We've seen the terrible assassination in Japan, the former prime minister. There's riots in Sri Lanka. I mean, there's a lot bubbling. Okay, we can see that. Okay, so just center yourself and keep being aware of anything to do with your finances and your money. Check, check, double check. Investments, pensions, all of that. Keep an eye on it. That's all. No panic. Just it's Capricorn energy is just about getting organized. So where do you need to get a bit more organized? Yeah, where are things, where have you sort of said, oh, I'll do that later? This is a really good time for saying, okay, what structures do I need and where can I simplify? Okie dokie. So, there you go, Catherine, you just resigned from a job and a team that you'd enjoyed immensely, but your time had run its course. That's really the energy here. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. So, this triple conjunction, let's talk about this because it's a once in a lifetime thing. We're going to begin to feel the energies, I would say, from the middle of the month, which is now almost, until the middle of August. And the actual conjunction is on the 31st of July, 1st of August. So what is that conjunction? And let's break it down so that we can look at what we're dealing with. So the first thing to say is this conjunction of Uranus, Mars, and the North Node in Taurus has not happened before since 324 BC. So about 2,500 years ago was the last time this happened. And it was the time of Alexander the Great. And Alexander the Great, or Alexandros, as they call him here in Greece, was one of the most amazing military commanders. He was just undefeated in battle. He sort of conquered everywhere, I think from Greece all the way to India. So it was a huge time, a really huge time when continents were overrun by this strong, powerful military leader. Am I suggesting we're in for that again? No, I'm not. I'm suggesting something different, but nonetheless potentially as powerful. So just so you know, we're dealing with something super powerful, somebody that created a massive empire. The difference is that we are now moving into the age of Aquarius. And so we're looking at empire for the people. All right? It's quite different. Now, let's get this into perspective. The Sabian symbol for this 18 degrees of Taurus, Sabian symbols, are something that was developed by an astrologer called Mark Edmund Jones. And he developed, along with, I can't remember the name of this wonderful lady, a very psychic lady, who came up with symbols for each of the 360 degrees of the zodiac. And 18 degrees of Taurus is a newly formed continent. Wow. Taurus energy, continents, land. Don't be surprised if we have the rising of continents. A new continent actually rises out of the ocean. I think we may see a new Earth, not only a new Earth on this Earth, but maybe discovering more about inner Earth, what goes on inside our Earth, and the other Earths that are around us. It's super duper exciting, okay? When I think about this, I sort of think about, old lost continents, Atlantis, Lemuria. So I think this could be a subject that begins to come up. We're going to begin to discover new Earths. I also think we're going to get an upgrade because Taurus rules the body, an opportunity for the upgrade of our physical bodies. Now, with it being Uranus energy, it's going to involve technology. And you might want to begin thinking about, how do you feel about having technology in your body? Just begin to think about it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're going to have to do it, although there may be some, dodgy agenda that we're going to have to maneuver. But the body upgrades are there. Okay? Valerie's feeling that. Okay. So I think there is a new energy coming from the Earth, because Taurus is the Earth, new frequencies, the raising of the Schumann frequency. And I think that this is upgrading our bodies energetically. What we have to watch is that we are not overcharged. Yeah, you can sort of put too many volts and you haven't got the converter. Yeah, what's it called? The inverters or converters. You know how you need, especially from America to the UK, for example, you're going from 120 volts to 220. You're going up in voltage. We're going up in voltage, so make sure you've got a converter that can convert that new energy, okay? It's super duper powerful. So what this may mean, it may mean that you may have nights where sleeping is more difficult and you may need to take a nap in the day. You may need more rest at times and you may be wired for sound at other times. And there's tremendous opportunities for the strengthening of the physical body. Taurus is strong. Mars in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus, it's strength, it's resilience, it's building strength. Okay, this is powerful, guys. We're building a new resilience into the body so that it's not quite so fragile. But I do think that technology will be offered for us to upgrade our bodies. How much do we want to meld the biology with the technology? It's coming. It's coming. It's soon. How do you feel about it? Yep, Meshel Maya Bell says don't trust anything put into your body. Okay, I'm just saying, I think, yep, atom fire is remaining organic. Yep, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. But we must each make up our own minds. And it may be there is some wonderful technology. Maybe there's technology that can be put into the body that can give sight to the blind, that can give hearing to the deaf. Right? We don't know. So we should be careful not to throw the baby out with the bathwater, I think is the saying. Thank you, Daniela. Yeah. Such a beautiful community here. I feel so blessed to be with you. So blessed. Taurus energy is about gratitude. I often do this of a morning. I write out 200 gratitudes. It's such a pleasure. It's like, you're building up an abundance. Yeah. So I feel such an abundance with you here because I sense that as soul family, you want to grow into the best that you can be with these elements that are coming up that are so rare, that are so unusual. Yeah, we have this conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius, the 0 degrees in December of 2020. Yeah, we've had so many aspects together. And here's another one. So, new healings. Yeah, let's not rule out technology and say it's all bad. Because without the technology here, we wouldn't be sitting here together, being able to communicate heart energy, uplifting energies, new thoughts, new ideas, co-creating together. So the technology is going to advance greatly. And we are going to, thank you, Fluorescent. Had your dad not had a pacemaker, he'd probably been dead years ago. So we've got to look at what is our own standards and what's important. But I'm just giving you the heads up that I think there will be a mixture, likely, of some wonderful technology that we may want to have, but also buyer beware. Technology that may not equally be all right. And I think that, the bad things are going to be shown, especially with this South Node in Scorpio going on. It's going decentralize. We're moving towards decentralization. We have to move in that direction. Centralization, governance by the few and the dictators, I don't think we're going back to that. And great. And I love the fact that you're sharing here how you feel. Yeah, Kay Wood, your dad has a chip in his heart linked to the hospital, which alerts them if any changes are happening. So we've got to be discerning once again. All right, let's keep our openness. But this is getting triggered now. Just so you know, this next month is a triggering of these frequencies. And it's not happened for over 2,500 years. So just think what an amazing time this is to be alive now. Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah. So it's about our strength in numbers, our resilience, and not backing down. This South Node is in Scorpio. Not allowing ourselves to be fear-mongered. No more. And there may be some fear-mongering coming up, right? We've got this grand cross, all right? I just drew it because sometimes I get a bit confused with the charts, all right? So I've just done something wrong. I've just seen it's wrong. Correcting my mistakes here. Da, 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 da. All right, here we go. So here's this triple conjunction. Where am I? Here. This is the triple conjunction. The node, the Mars, the Uranus in Taurus. Here is the South Node in Scorpio, bringing out all the things that we don't want to see, the fear-mongering, all of that. But this is super strong because there's three of them. This is Mercury in Leo and Saturn in Aquarius. So what does all that mean? All right, that's For many of you, that'll be gobbledygook unless you understand the astrology. It's all in fixed signs. Okay. The fixed signs are strong. They don't give in. They don't say, oh, okay, let's find a compromise. Let's be nice. No. So it's going to be important to know what is your non-negotiable scenario. What is non-negotiable for you? I have certain non-negotiables, all right? I can't mention them here, otherwise I might get put in YouTube jail, and I don't want to be put in YouTube jail. But I have certain non-negotiables that I will not allow somebody to do to me. I think you can probably read behind the lines. So really think about where you are going to stay fixed no matter what happens. And then decide where you can release and let go. But these battles must be chosen carefully. Not many. Great. Ruham Karaman, non-negotiable, honesty and sincerity. Great. Okay. Did I get everybody worried you're being turned into transformers? Well, we are transforming. All right. Okay. Yeah. Deborah, I take your point. Yeah, what you felt was good discernment. It's getting much tougher to do with certainty. Absolutely. I take your point. And it's a matter of, I now meditate several times a day. I find it necessary, even just for 10 minutes. Quietly. And I just sit with something. And I don't act. Because Mars Uranus can sometimes be precipitous. So where do you need to stay in with something? And what do you need to release and let go of? What is healthy for you and what is no longer healthy for you? Okay, Teresa, no interference with your body, my choice. Beautiful. Okay, absolutely. We're going to be looking at informed consent. It's going to be a big issue coming up. Trust your intuitions. Work with your logic and your mind. And at the same time, trust your heart. And not to go with what everybody else is going with, because this Uranus energy suggests that you may need to stand out on a limb. I mean, you've got soul family here. You've got family. And I have to say I lost some friends along the way during this last couple of years, sadly. But that was just the price. But I've made some new ones and some other things have come in. And I've made space for just some space, okay? So just keep this in mind. Yeah, this is not to frighten you. I think this is an incredibly exciting time. Now, Taurus energy, sound healing, sound, music, the voice, singing. It's going to be one of the biggest things coming up. You watch this. Sound waves, sound healing, technologies around sound, energy healings around sound and waves, and the voice and light languages, new languages for healing. It's coming. So if that is something that appeals to you or something that resonates with you, I think that's going to be a huge area of help and power. And it's something of the future. Because the nice thing about music is, how can I say, it's timeless, and on the higher frequencies, we can't argue about it. It's like we all have to come into a resonance. So you're going to hear the words resonance, sound waves, frequencies, vibrations. This is all this Taurus energy. Okay, so, and it's very much, we're going to have to watch out for those frequencies of music that are very destructive. Okay, there are some dark forces. Okay, you know me, I don't like talking to the dark forces, but sometimes we have to do that. That's the lesson of this full moon in Capricorn. It's all got to come out. But there's some music that really destroys your frequency, that is not healing, that destroys health. Yeah, apparently there's certain music that is played to plants and they die. And other music and they thrive. And the same with food. So I don't know how people feel with that, but this is going to be a subject that will be very important and very powerful in these months and years to come. But it's getting triggered now. There's a, if you like, there's a triggering of the energies. I'm feeling that wind instruments are going to be powerful. Wind chimes, the bowls, and the trumpets, and the bells. These are because it's to do with the breath, the breathing air into new words, new language of healing and health for our earth and for ourselves. Suzanne, I've noticed that the birds are singing louder. Sheila listened to high vibrational music when you were in hospital and healed quickly and effortlessly. Wow. Wow. Yep, Beethoven's Ninth still considered the most amazing work of music. Yep, even 3,000 years in the future. Beautiful. Your mum's voice is the greatest music. Great. You see the voice, I mean, a voice can shatter windows. Yeah, mirrors. So I don't think we've explored, Taurus does rule the voice. I don't think we've explored that. And I think that this whole Taurian energy is taking us to the exploration of these new frequencies. Now, what else is it bringing? It's bringing breakthroughs as far as anything connected with things that are free. Please come on the live stream with Foster Gamble, okay? I do think that's going to be an amazing live stream, okay? He is the producer of Thrive 1, Thrive 2. It's been watched by millions of people, and he talks and has got a lot of information about free energy, all right? Energy that is completely free, and it's coming. The powers that be ain't going to like that very much, but Taurus loves a bargain. And we're going to be looking at free energy. We're going to be looking at free internet, free communications. There's going to be a leveling out. There is so much that we can access that are treasures of our earth and our airwaves if we come from love and we come from these high frequencies. There is so many new opportunities coming for us. Okay, we just have to stay strong, stay connected, and work on this decentralizing. Because as we know, the governments are at the ready with their central bank digital currencies. They're at the ready with wanting to have more control, more pharmaceuticals, more, there's a limit to what I'm able to say here. So I'm going to trust that you can read between the lines, and I don't have to spell that out. But we, the people, are going to have the opportunity to decentralize money, to decentralize currencies, to come up with something that is honest, that is true, and that is equitable for everybody. Okay, it's coming, and it's very close, very close. But I do think that we are going to see new ways of doing business, of transacting, because the way things are run now is so corrupt and so, it's almost like I don't have words for it, but it's the Ponzi scheme to the highest, X to the level of 100 or whatever it is. And it's a pack of cards. It's got nothing behind it, nothing Taurian solidly behind it. So just know, Jasmine, yes, we are the new earth, and we have the keys and we have the know-how, and we do. And Foster Gamble will be sharing some of that with you, I'm hoping, in the live stream. And I'll be sharing some more as we go into new live streams. So Jupiter is in Aries. Just felt to draw that to your attention. And I think there's going to be a lot more focus on brain development, new opportunities for developing our brains. Apparently we use, I don't know, 5%, 2%, who knows, but not much. And it's like, wow, 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 wow. So this energy of Jupiter in Aries is about doing things for yourself, being independent, not relying on somebody else when you don't have to, and learning how to do that. I really didn't want to do a thumbnail myself. I wanted to get some help. And then I thought, you know what? To hell with it. I'll try. Let me at least have a go instead of giving up before I've even had a go. And I managed to do a reasonable thumbnail for the live stream on Thursday. Okay, it's not perfect, it's not designer wonderful, but what are you avoiding doing, relying on someone else to do for you without even trying yourself? Okay, so try yourself. I did the Pleiadian cards. Okay, is it perfect? Is it exactly as I would have liked? No, but there's always something you can perfect and make better. But I'm thrilled with what I did do. Yes, I will choose a card a bit later. And it was something new, and it was a new adventure. And I'm more and more thrilled with it as time goes on. But I do think that anything you do yourself, you always know that art could have been just a little better. But stretch yourself to be more independent. And you'll feel good, you'll feel brave, you'll feel strong, okay? You really will. You feel strong in that, okay? So, and here's a great quote from Martin Luther King Jr. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. That's very much this energy of these frequencies. And Paulo Coelho said, and one has to understand that braveness is not the absence of fear, but rather the strength to keep on going forward despite the fear. And I can tell you, half the time I'm quaking in my boots. Yeah, I was swimming the other day in the ocean, and it gets a bit choppy with the wind sometimes, and I'm often the only person swimming. Because if it's not super hot and if it's not calm waters, the Greeks don't tend to swim, actually, not really. It's only the mad English that go out there. So I was swimming the other day, and on my way out, I can see my towel usually. I'm looking for this white towel. I'm thinking, where's my towel? Couldn't see it. I'm thinking, oh, the wind hasn't blown it away, has it? I'm looking everywhere, I can't see it anywhere. So I'm just getting closer to the shore, thinking, oh, all right, looks as though I don't have a towel. And then I realized last minute the penny dropped. I had a blue towel that day. And I was anxiously looking for a white one. So, I often do silly things, have a good laugh about it. But nonetheless, just make the effort. I'm cheering you on. Your soul family is cheering you on. We're a wonderful family here. Radhika, thank you for helping so much in the chat. Thank you for so many of you for really making such beautiful comments. And Venus, this energy of love is coming up. We've got the new moon in Leo coming up at the end of the month. I'll do a separate video about that. Sun and moon in Leo, the sign of love, the sign of the heart energy. So, I'm really beaming over love, 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 all the way over to you, wherever you are, whether you're on New Earth, on another planet, because there's many from other planets join us here, by the way, just so you know. We are not alone. Yeah, Radhika, we are incredible and unstoppable. So I just so enjoy being with you. I hope you enjoy being here as much as I enjoy being with you. And I'm just going to choose a card. Let's choose a card to see what the message is from the Pleiadians at this time. Let's see what their card is. Okay. All right. These cards are quite magic. This is what people are telling me. There we go. There is the card. Take a courageous step forward. I'm told that the messages that people are getting are really pertinent. So that's the message here. Take a courageous step forward. Do a little more today or tomorrow than you did the previous day. Just a little more. And it will add up, because we're putting something into the field, this unified field. There is a unified field that we're all a part of. And that's what we are pulling together here. So I hope that you feel that. I hope that these vibrations go with you into your day, into your night, into your week. And I'm sending you so much love. Bye for now.